Hello, fellow followers. Welcome back to FanZcene. Greg here, and today for you, looks like both Crocodile Dundee movies will be censored on their new upcoming 4Ks. I want to talk a little bit more about this because I know I made a video on this not too long ago, but we sort of have an update here because I'm going to throw this up here for you. It looks like from a news source saying that Crocodile Dundee Part 1 and Part 2, when they come out on 6/18 on 4K, will both be censored. Now, this is once again a very disturbing thing and a very worrisome thing for the future of physical media. Now, I'm still not sure if these are the U.S. releases. I still think these are the Australian, UK releases and whatnot. I still don't think we have full-on confirmation on what the U.S. Releases will look like, if they will be censored, and we don't know exactly sure what is being censored from Part 2. We don't know that yet. This is a little bit of rumor. I would say, I wouldn't say take it with a grain of salt, because it looks like this will probably, because Australia, they're the ones leading the spearhead for the editing of these two movies, as not to offend the sensibilities of anybody out there in today's society. Anyways, but this is what I want to talk to a little bit about this again, and censorship and the works and problem, because once again, like, people say, well, just buy the old ones. Yes, I highly recommend you buy the original releases, the original DVDs, VHSs, Laserdisc, and Blu-rays of Crocodile Dundee Part 1, 2, and 3 are all uncensored. The original cuts here, and once again, the Australian versions of the films are also uncensored, the original releases, but they're a bit different than the U.S. releases. They have more stuff in the Australian versions than they do here, because they actually took some of the footage out, for the U.S. release. It's different because these are actually Australian movies. They're not, they're in partnership with America, but they were filmed and made by Australian Paul Hogan and all of them. Like I said, this is worrisome trend, and I want a trend, and I want to tell people, please do not, overlook past releases. Sometimes I know they can be hard to find, and that's what I worry about, the hard to find and the scalpers and the price gouging, because yes, once it was announced that Crocodile Dundee Part 1, the new 4K, was going to be censored, a lot of people bought up the Blu-ray, the original Blu-rays and the DVDs, and they sold out quick. So I think some of them are started to be restocked now, so if you want to buy them, if you missed out the first time around, I highly recommend you go buy them. But what I worry about with physical media is that, like, people will buy them up, the scalpers will, and they will, take them, and they will raise the prices to like 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, eventually $100, because it's the good stuff, right? It's the uncensored versions of the film. It's the stuff that everybody wants. And once again, once you feel like you need to censor art to appease people, you have already lost, because censorship never works. Yes, some people will be offended. Some people will. They just are. People are that natural. They have their own sensibilities. They have their own likes. They have their own wants. They have their own feelings. Some people will be offended, but don't run it for the people, because, like, these movies are very, very popular movies, and for years up until this point in time, nobody's really had a problem with them, and the people that did typically look past them or don't even watch them. That's what I say. Like, I always hate saying that if you don't like it, don't watch, because that's a bad thing to tell people. Especially like, hey, if you don't like this, don't watch it. But in this case, in this instance, instead of censoring it and taking it away from everybody, if you don't like that stuff and it does offend you, don't watch it. You're not being forced to watch it. You don't have to watch it. If you can find something else, find what you like and what you enjoy. Don't try to run it for millions and millions of people who enjoy and like seeing that. Yeah, some of the jokes may be outdated to you or whatever, but most people still find joy and happiness in the Crocodile Dundee movies. And yes, as I've been talking here about physical media and everything, and I know I just did a story about DVDs rotting, the Warner Brother DVDs disc rot and stuff. But I wanted to sort of talk a little bit more about the censorship, and also about why older releases of physical media are still important. And as somebody who does collect, I do collect the Blu-rays, I do collect 4Ks. I know not everybody likes 4K and everything, and it's a format that not everybody wants. My philosophy has always been, buy your favorites on whatever physical version you like. Once again, I'm talking to people like, we like what we like. We have our own sensibilities and everything. So if you prefer watching the movies on the VHS, and you can get the VHS, which those are a little bit difficult to get onto, in some price wise, watch the VHS. If you like the Laserdisc, buy the Laserdisc. If you like the DVD, buy the DVD. Go ahead, buy the DVD. If you like the Blu-ray, buy the Blu-ray. And if you do want the censored 4K, okay, go ahead and buy it. But I think for the most part, we probably shouldn't buy that 4K. I really think we shouldn't, because it sends the wrong message. Because if you're buying the censored version, they're going to say, hey, maybe we should start releasing more movies censored. And I really wish they would give the option to view both. All right, if you want to censor it, which I don't think they should, give the people who don't want the censored version the uncensored version. Give them that option. But it doesn't look like they're going to be giving that option on these releases, and I really don't know what they could possibly be taking from Crocodile Dundee Part 2. Maybe stuff that relates back to the first movie. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what more I could possibly say about this, other than in this time and in this day and age, I thought we were finally starting to get past some of this censorship, some of this, oh, it's made to offend this person, it's made to offend that person. I thought we were finally getting past that in this day and age. It's been going on for so long now. It's getting very tiresome. It's getting very tiresome, and this is why I say physical media is the superior format. Always has, always will be, from the older releases and to the new releases to this day. Even not every studio, not every place releases censored versions. It's actually technically few and far between. And Disney's one of them that does it. Disney and Paramount usually doesn't release censored versions, but in some cases, like with this is a thing where it's like it's an Australian film. It's not really technically Paramount. Paramount distributed in America, so it's a complicated bag, and it's a worrisome bag for certain aspects of the future of physical media. And yes, I still recommend buying your favorites on a physical copy. I still recommend buying the older copy. Once again, you don't have to collect everything. You don't have to fill your house up with every single movie, every single book, every single CD, every single record, every single thing ever made. Not everybody has that room for that. Not everybody wants to do that. I am a collector. I collect what I collect, and I like what I like. But for the people out there who really want Crocodile Dundee, buy it. Because I was just reminded about with the passing of Gene Hackman, may he rest in peace, with the French Connection, right? Because the French Connection has been edited by Disney, and on every streaming service it's on. Every streaming service is on, from Criterion to whatever is on. It's the edited Disney edited version. The only way to get that unedited version is on the Blu-ray. So the Blu-ray is still unedited. See, so there are still, physical media is still the last vestige of what you like in the original format of the way the artist intended for you to see the movie after the theater going experience. So that's still out there. They're still out there, but there are certain companies like Disney who will, like with the Toy Story 2, if you want the original version of Toy Story 2 with the offensive joke that was cut out about the casting couch sort of thing, which I understand that. That's a kid's movie, right? But if you want that, the old Blu-ray and the old VHS and the old DVD still have that scene in it. However, the new Blu-ray and the new 4K that Disney released a few years back is the edited version. So there's tit for tat, right? But never underestimate old physical media. Never underestimate an old DVD. Never underestimate old Blu-ray. Never underestimate those old formats out there, because they may be the last vestige for what you want to see, how you originally remember seeing it. But I it's a worrisome trend a little bit. I thought we were over it. I don't know what they're cutting out from part 2. Like I said, be aware. I still think these are the UK releases or the Australian releases that are coming out on 6/18/2025. That will be censored. I'm still don't think we have confirmation here in America if those will be the censored versions. But let me know once again what you guys think about all this in the comment section down below, and please let me know if you're going to pick up your favorites on physical media, if you've bought the original Blu-ray DVD releases of Crocodile Dundee 1, 2, and or 3, because I know 3 is not the most popular. But leave all your thoughts and comments about all that in the comment section down below. And if you liked what you saw here, maybe consider hitting that like button or subscribing, hitting that bell for notifications. That would be awesome if earning your guys' subscriptions, or possibly share the video out for everybody to see, or join and become a channel member, because that would help out my channel immensely. Thank you, and shout out to all my channel members. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Thank you guys for being channel members here, and for all of your support. And to everybody watching, whether you like me, hated me, or like this video, or hated this video, I thank you for sticking this long wherever you all are. Please have a great, safe, happy, healthy day, morning, afternoon, evening, and night. Truly, always support physical media, because it really, truly is still the superior format, now more than ever. Godspeed.